my research is actually covering is really looking at what is there, what has been used in the past, and trying to find a way to push it forward. And it's not just copying what's been done before previously, but it's really doing something new with it. So I would say that the Marine Sanctuary Guard Post is an example. Like, we've never seen a structure like that before out of bamboo. It's very original. It's incredible, you know, it's like a dream in a way. And so I think that there's a real potential in these materials, really show that they can be durable and they can last. So it doesn't matter if it's earth or bamboo, it's really looking at what you have, where you are, and being smart about using it.
Elizabeth and I are both are interested more in like community aspect of architecture and involving the clients and getting them to take ownership in the decisions and design that they have. And so we involve them right off the bat in some interviews and also in the design charrette, getting them to buy off on the design. And they're really excited for it to happen, and I think we're excited for it to take shape these next couple of days.
What architects do, for example, is they design or plan it in a way that's more sustainable or functions better or the light is better. So an architect can take something that's just very straightforward type of building and make it into something that works better for everybody.
Having this project, especially using local materials, is something like awareness to the public that we can really make something from architecture. We can help the community with architecture. That's the long-term benefit of this project. Because right now the vendors doesn't have a good canopies. They have different canopies. They're not that organized. So basically the students, both the Washington students and our students here in Foundation, they collaborate and then trying to solve the problem using bamboo materials. Not just the canopy, also maybe some tables and storage where the vendors can keep their stuff.
I think it's our motivation is to really give the people of Valencia and also the vendors there something that's better, and so that they can kind of appreciate what they already have and giving them some kind of identity in the center of that kind of wonderful place in the middle of the town. Design is really being able to kind of creatively tie all of those things together so that it also looks good in the end and everyone's happy. But it's not an easy thing, because you have to be able to look at all these problems on a very global level and pull it together into one thing.
All the students have been surprised. I think they came here for bamboo, wanting to build and wanting to one-on-one scale structure built, but I think they have learned a lot more than that just by the teamwork aspect of it, the group work, working with the Filipino students, and so it's just realizing how that affects their careers and seeing what paths that take them onto will be the most interesting to see moving forward. Everyone has to realize is working in teams and groups. I mean, there's lots of personalities and lots of opinions. That's a big struggle for any architecture student, because the architecture education is always very singular and focused on just one individual producing this great design and then him or her getting all of the accolades, and it's not really like that at all. So getting the students to realize that, work together and figure out things is, I mean, it's a challenge for any anyone going through school.
It's about listening to the community, listening to the people that you're working with. It's about working in groups, about communication, both verbally and graphically. It's really about paying attention to what's going on around you. For all of the designs that they did for the market, I think they all did a really good job, and you can see like that's design at work, because each one of the solutions that they came up with was different, and so they each kind of looked at different problems in different ways, and I think that really shows, you know, design training, I guess, at its best.
They designed some sort of a canopy for the vendors in Valencia. So they're able to select one design, and that meeting is basically presenting that design to the mayor for approval before the construction. The meeting went well. The mayor approved the design, and then we're good to go for the construction.
This type of program and design builds, I think in general, they give the most real-world experience to students. Going through the process of building something is the best experience for the students.
Before you get into architecture, you always have the hope for the future. You're trying to build some model in SketchUp, and then when you start to build the stuff, you find out, oh, there's no way to build that in real life. You have to, you know, touch the materials, fit in the environment, you know, communicate with the people very well, understand the culture in order to build the house, to build the architecture. So I think that's how I got into architecture. That's what architecture attracted me.
Niko ako architecture kay tungod ganan ko ma-improve ang way sa atong construction sa ato ang community, kay dili kayo practical nay may proper way nga makasave raman japon sila, kay ilang una-una mahal ng architect na pero nas nakamahal dito kay sila, kay ilang gitukod murag wala ka comfort nila.
I always thought I wanted to better the design of the buildings and better the living conditions of people who didn't have the means to be able to build better and the knowledge to build more effectively. So that made me really passionate about architecture, and it made me want to do something better for my community and just make our communities a better place to live.
This Philippine bamboo workshop is one of the epic during my education process, because this is a very fast realization process. It's almost there. I'm working on it.
When we get back, we just want to spread the word, and hopefully the students have a good experience here and go back and also spread the word, and then also get a new crop of students for next year.